Hey, so in this video, we'll be continuing the previous project that we had. And what we are left with in this image is to add the woman and her shadow. So that's what we'll be doing. Let's go ahead and import the photo. And now what we need is that we need to select the women from this image. So instead of using the quick selection tool, which might be a little tedious, what we'll be doing is we'll be using another way of selection, which is going to select and clicking on subject right here. So what Photoshop will do it will identify what the subject is in the image and it will select it on by itself. And you can see it's already made a pretty good selection. Only a few things need to be refined here. So I'll be doing that with the quick selection tool and using select and mask. So yeah, I have a pretty good selection. So I'll be going to output and selecting layer mask and I'll click OK. So now I have the woman selected and now I'll be adjusting the image according to the whole illustration so it looks good. Now to make the woman actually appear like she's in the scene, we'll have to change a few colors about the image. So to do that, we'll be using an adjustment layer called curves. This adjustment layer basically provides you a graph which goes from left to right, starting with the darker colors in the image to the brighter colors. So if I adjust the line right here, what it will do is it will change the colors in the darker and the lighter region based on where I'm changing the line. If I change the line here, it will change the darker colors of the image. But before I do that, I need to select the woman in the image by using the clipping. So I clip it, so now it will only change the colors of the woman and not the whole image. So as you can see, all the darker areas are becoming darker and the brighter areas like the white color are remaining the same. So that's what this curve layer does. So what we'll be doing is we'll not be changing the RGB just yet. First we'll be changing the different modes inside here, which is the red, greens and blues separately and making the adjustments there. So I'll be going over this quickly. You can play with the graph and see what suits you the best and you can go ahead from there. So yeah, I think this looks pretty good. You can still make more changes to refine the selection. I'll still reduce the size a little bit. So to make it look even better, I can even use the hue and saturation layer. So that's what I'll be doing now. And this layer as well, you are going to clip to the layer below. So I just clip it and the curves layer as well. And yeah, so now I'll make a few changes here as well. And yeah, and to make that the sun is actually shining, you can also use the dodge tool right here. The dodge tool makes the brighter areas much more brighter, but with a before doing that, what you need to do is you need to convert the smart object into a rasterized layer. So I just click OK. I can just make the brighter areas a little bit brighter. You can increase and decrease the exposure as well to adjust how bright you want the areas to become. And you can select which areas you want to apply the dodge tool to. So there is the shadows, which are the dark areas, the highlights, which are the bright areas, and there are the mid tones, which are the neutral areas in terms of lighting. So I'll select highlights and I'll go over the areas. And I'll be using the burn tool also to give a better effect. And yeah, so I think this looks good. Now what we'll be doing is that we'll be adding the shadow for the lady. So clicking on the layer mask, you'll hold down control and click on it. So you'll make a selection of the lady and you'll copy this selection and paste it so that will create another layer. I'll move this layer right to the top and I'll unclip it. So to unclip a layer, what you can do is you can press the Alt button, and if you move between the layers, it will change the symbol. So when you this symbol appears, you can just click. And you can see that the arrow which was there beside the layer has now changed. Again, I'll select this layer of the shadow. I'll select it. I'll use the brush tool. I'll make the black color the foreground. I'll increase the opacity and the float and I'll paint over it. I'll use Ctrl D to deselect. And now what I'll do is I'll transform this layer. So again, select the layer, Ctrl T to transform. Hold down Ctrl and Shift to skew the layer. And I'll move it around a bit. Here maybe. Make the shadow look more cleaner, I'll convert the shadows layer and add a layer mask to it. And I'll use the brush tool. And I'll clean up the area where it looks a little bit weird. So right here. And then I'll reduce the flow and the opacity a little bit as well. I'll go over the edges to make it look much more softer. And yeah, and now I will give it a blur effect. So what we need to do first is convert it into a smart object, the shadow layer. Go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then you can give the effect you want. So maybe somewhere around 13 looks okay. So I'll click OK. I'll reduce the opacity. And I think this looks quite good, right? So yeah, this is what the final output that I had, and this is what we have. I actually think this one looks better. So yeah, this is how you can manipulate images and play with the blending modes and the adjustment layers to get an effect like this.